Ladies and gentlemen, why do you think William Ruto's key allies are actually ganging up against Cleophas Malala, the Secretary General of UDA Party? Because it began with Gladys Sholei, it moved to Samson Cherargei, the Nandi senator. Boni Alwale has actually gone further and officially filed a petition with the UDA's Dispute Resolutions Committee seeking for the removal of Cleophas Malala as the interim Secretary General of UDA Party. And of course, of late, you are seeing Didmas Barasa coming out openly to criticize Cleophas Malala.
Going by what has been happening for the last 3 months in this country, it's becoming apparently clear that one Cleophas Wahungu Malala, the immediate senator for Kakamega and the current acting Secretary General of UDA Party, has been hired by ODM and its sympathizers to wreck the Kenya Kwanza coalition from within. I say so because of the following reasons. And one, I have evidence. I have been furnished by M-Pesa statements. I have been furnished by bank statements that indicates that this young man is receiving money from ODM sympathizers to wreck the Kenya Kwanza coalition from within. This is very evident if the statements that he has been making for the last 3 months is something to go by. One, Cleophas Wahungu Malala doesn't understand the efforts that our President William Ruto and very many leaders put to bring Musalia Mudavadi and Moses Wetangula within the Kenya Kwanza coalition. So when you incite the people of Bungoma against Wetangula, when you incite the people of Higa against the Prime Cabinet Secretary and the Minister for Foreign Affairs, the Right Honorable His Excellency Wycliffe Musalia Mudavadi, you are basically weakening the foot soldiers of William Samoei Ruto for ODM to pass in 2027. How can the Secretary General of a party of the President convene a meeting in Bungoma and you are asking Wetangula to show what he has brought from the national government? You are asking him to show the number of people he has employed in the national government, and you go ahead to insinuate that the members of parliament across the country who are not within UDA, they will not get development until or not unless they join UDA party. We want to be clear that our President William Samoei Ruto has continued to reiterate that bravado, chest thumping is not going to take us anywhere. Wapende wasipende will not take us anywhere. And I want to remind Cleophas Malala, he can console the elders who went ahead of him.
The question is, why do you think William Ruto's allies are actually ganging up against Malala? The truth of the matter is that if William Ruto wants Malala to continue serving as the SG of UDA Party, then he's going to continue serving as the Secretary General of UDA Party after the UDA elections. Because William Ruto is the one who appointed Cleophas Malala. And William Ruto is also the party leader of UDA Party. William Ruto is a hands-on politician. He's going to determine who becomes who during that particular election. But the question which I want us to figure out here is, why would key allies of Ruto gang up against Cleophas Malala? Because remember, just recently, William Ruto made it very clear that all positions in UDA Party are going to be contested.
Ya mwisho, my third assignment katika hii mkutano ni tukubaliane mambo ya uchaguzi wa chama. Mimi naona hapo ndio mmenyamaza. Hapo kwa uchaguzi. Hapo kwa uchaguzi, my friends, tunaelewana? Nyinyi mnajua hii chama tulifanya ukarabati madakika ya mwisho. Si ndio? Mungu akatusaidia tukafaulu. Sasa sisi wote hapa, hata mimi kama party leader, hakuna mtu amenichagua. Si ndio? Mimi niko tu hapa. Rigiji yako area tu hivi hivi. Hawa watu wote hata hii Malala sijui research hata sasa anasema asante sana nimepatiwa nafasi, lakini wenye chama hawajasema, sasa watakuja kusema. Si ndio? Lazima tukubali my friends. Hii chama iko na wenyewe. Na wenyewe lazima waseme. Tunaelewana? So nasikia watu wengi wanasema sijui maybe this is not the right time, maybe tungengojea, maybe tungepanga siku nyingine. Hapana, this is the time. Hatuwezi kufanya uchaguzi ya chama kama uchaguzi inakaribia ile ya national sita tukoroga. Sasa heri saa hii kama kinaumana kiumane saa hii ndio tujue vile ya kujipanga.
By that announcement, William Ruto officially opened the window for anybody who wants Cleophas Malala out of the party to really use that opportunity to remove him from the party. But why do you think William Ruto in the first place appointed Cleophas Malala as the Secretary General of UDA party? Because remember, Cleophas Malala was in ANC party. Then from nowhere, William Ruto just decided to appoint him. Why do you think William Ruto made that appointment? To achieve what? Majority of Kenyans at that time believed very strongly that the intention of that appointment was generally to try and sideline or to lock Mount Kenya out of UDA party. Because Mount Kenya were actually blackmailing William Ruto over the numbers that they brought. So by bringing Malala, the idea was to sideline Mount Kenya from the affairs of UDA party. But I'm told Mount Kenya have told William Ruto that they want that seat back because the seat was theirs. The seat was originally being held by Veronica Maina. So they want the seat back. Number two, there was also the stories that William Ruto really wanted to use Malala to lay the ground for Musalia Mudavadi in UDA party and Kenya Kwanza. But is Mudavadi and Wetangula really willing to collapse their parties to join UDA party? That is something that is still not very clear. And of course, there was also the story that the intention was to force ANC party and Ford Kenya to merge because William Ruto wants to form a bigger political party. So his intention was have Malala as the SG, then use Malala to force those two parties because Malala was the one who actually brought the two into William Ruto's fold. So in this video, I want us to try and figure out why William Ruto's key allies are actually trying so hard to ensure that Malala is kicked out of UDA party. Before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. And without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to dive in. Why do you think William Ruto's key allies, like people like Gladys Sholei, Boni Halwale, Didmas Baraza, are ganging up against Malala? Number one, in my view, if you ask me, they view Cleophas Malala as an outsider in UDA party. And of course, Cleophas Malala, as far as UDA party politics is concerned, he is an outsider. You can't convince me that those who really struggled with UDA were happy with Ruto when he made Malala as the Secretary General. Some of those people who are not happy, like maybe, let's say, the founders of UDA, maybe they're the ones who are bankrolling these people against Cleophas Malala. The founding members of UDA are known. I don't think they're happy. So they're the ones who are doing this thing. Number two, in 2027, there's a strong feeling that UDA primaries are definitely going to determine who becomes the governor, who becomes the senator, who become members of parliament, and who becomes MCAs, especially in their strongholds. As the Secretary General, Malala would play an important role in that primary. I want to take you to Bungoma, for example. In Bungoma, UDA member of parliament for Kiminini, Didmas Baraza, is planning to contest for the governor. Then Cleophas Malala comes up with a former Ford Kenya member, Wangamati, and is the one he's now pushing or fronting for that seat. There is no way Baraza is actually going to allow him to do that. And of course, William Ruto is a hands-on politician, but people like now Baraza must point out to him that we are watching what you are doing. So for me, UDA nominations is the main thing. In fact, Malala is going to be opposed, especially in Mount Kenya. Is going to be opposed viciously because in Mount Kenya, we are witnessing factions already. Rigathi Gachagua is a faction there. I'm seeing Ndindi Nyoro will also emerge in the faction. He would want his people. Kimani Ichung'wah would also want his people. Moses Kuria would also want his people. So probably we are going to witness 3 or 2 major camps in Mount Kenya. One will lean towards Malala, then another one towards another candidate. So that's why these guys are really working hard to remove Cleophas Malala. It's all about UDA primarily, especially in their strongholds. Number 3, I'm also reading the Rigathi Gachagua versus Musalia Mudavadi's factor in 2027 or 2032. In fact, if you study Malala and the kind of responses getting from people like Bunia Luale, people like Baraza, it is clear that these guys are going to take advantage, and I can make this prediction. If UDA is not going if UDA party is not going to collapse, not collapse really, if UDA party is not going to merge with Ford Kenya to form one major political party, I'm seeing a situation where Didmas Baraza is going to run on Ford Kenya in Bungoma. Then Bunia Luale is going to run for the gubernatorial seat of Kakamega on ANC ticket. Then Malala is also going to sponsor another candidate. That's exactly what I'm seeing. And of course, Rigathi Gachagua is also monitoring the developments. And whatever he's planning and scheming is to try and deter Mudavadi's rise within UDA party. So Malala is being fought because of Mudavadi, alleged Mudavadi, and Rigathi Gachagua's politics in UDA party or in Kenya Kwanza for that matter. Number 4, if you ask me, Cleophas Malala has also committed a mistake. He's an outsider. He came into this guy's house, but he failed to integrate himself fully. The truth of the matter is that by becoming the Secretary General of the ruling party, Malala talks with Ruto almost on a daily basis. And in fact, he even alluded to that fact while in Bungoma yesterday.
We must be accountable. And I want to challenge our leaders. Mimi nikikuja kama katibu mkuu wa chama cha UDA, ukweli wa maneno, mimi nakaa karibu na rais. Nikikuja weekend, nakuja nasema mimi nimeleta nini. Pia mimi nakuwa accountable. Sababu hii mambo ya kupigia watu makofi. Ati sisi tunapiganga makofi, mnafika kule mbele watu 2, 3 wanafaidika, sisi wengine wote tunazama. Ati sisi ni wale. Hapana. That must change.
And the fact that he's in contact with Ruto made him now appear very big. At some point, he was even dreaming of joining the cabinet. So Malala is now very big, technically speaking. So he doesn't have respect for people like Didmas Baraza, who are just a member of parliament, people like Bunia Luale, who cannot easily meet the president. He has developed that kind of attitude. And these guys are telling him, Sisi ndio how we are waiting for you. And lastly, this fight is about Kenya Kwanza merger. And I don't know whether it's going to serve William Ruto's interest for Kenya Kwanza to merge, or whether William Ruto's interest will be served if Kenya Kwanza was there with with those different individual parties in it. I don't know. But the truth of the matter is that the merger could be the reason. Again, if you listen to Ruto when he was addressing UDA, it was very clear that he's not going to force these political parties to merge, but his desire is to have them merge to form one big political party. I don't know what you think, but that's my take. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.